What's up, guys? I am Casey is Funny. This is my daughter,
Ren.
And so we are starting a podcast to kind of go over the shit that we like about each other and about our parenting style and about our kids' style.
Childrening? Is that because it's like parenting? Would I be like children?
You'd be childrening.
Childrening.
Yeah. And apparently we're going to have a dog in this too. We do get a lot of comments on the videos about like, I wish my parents were like that. I wish I had somebody to talk to. That type of thing. So we decided to share some of the conversations and relationship that we have. So that way, hopefully, you guys get some from it too. It's also one of the only ways I can get my daughter to hang out with me.
I didn't get a drink.
Had to wet the whistle.
You know that song, that country song is like, blow my whistle, baby.
That's not a country song.
Yes, it is.
That is a rap song.
Well, then I must have heard a country remix or cover of it. Because it's like, blow my whistle, baby, whistle, baby. Oh, yeah, because...
There you go. Took you.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Alright. I want to do this because I love being on camera. I love making jokes. And I love making not Cameron uncomfortable, but other people uncomfortable.
I don't get uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I can't. But I don't really get uncomfortable either, so that's why this is perfect. Because we can make them uncomfortable.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, she calls me Cameron because I'm her stepdad. Or as I like to call it, I'm her side dad. Have I never told you that before?
No.
Yeah.
No, sometimes rarely though. I'll accidentally call you dad, but it's not that I don't want to call you dad. It's just that I've called you Cameron for so long that I just keep calling you that. So.
I get it. You're good.
Nothing personal.
Yeah, no, I get it. I have a bit in my act about being a side dad.
Yeah.
So it's pretty, don't do it. I'm going to kick you off this podcast in the first episode.
Why? It's so...
Listen,
I
have your understudy upstairs chomping at the bit.
My understudy?
Your understudy.
What is that? So she's my replacement.
Kind of. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter Fuck Around and Find Out. As far as like how your mom and I approach talking with you about things, like, are you like happy with that? Do you enjoy that style?
I like that you guys aren't like, oh my gosh, Ren! Wait! Like, I like that you guys don't like...
Talk to you while we're taking a shit? Yeah, because that's what that looks like.
I mean, sometimes mom does those.
She's busy. She multitasks.
Exactly. I respect that. But, I like that you guys don't just, like...
Freak out on you?
Yeah. Because I don't deserve that. Unless, like, you've told me a couple times, you're like, okay, Rin, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Then that makes sense.
Because sometimes I literally... I want to hit you with, like, a really firm pillow to where, like, it kind of hurts, but it doesn't cause any damage.
Oh, my God, me too.
Yeah.
But not like myself.
Yeah.
Well...
Like, I've thought about it. I was like,
yeah.
I've Googled them. I've Googled those pillows. I'm like...
like a weighted, instead of a weighted blanket.
Yeah, it's not weighted. I don't want to make it sound like it's going to be, too harsh, but it's like one of those real, like, heavier pillows.
So a weighted, I don't know how you can make like a heavy pillow without it being a weighted
like, I don't want to hit you with a cotton pillow. I want to hit you with like a duck feather pillow that's like got some heft to it. So when it hits you, like I want to. Yeah.
So it...
Like, I don't want to like cause any sort of like abuse. But I want you to also to be like, man, I want to get hit by that fucking pillow again for sure. Maybe that is abuse. I
mean,
don't know.
Knowing my generation, they're definitely
probably.
like, okay, listen.
Oh, he pillow hit you?
That is unacceptable.
This is why it's hard to be a parent right now, is everything that, like, I was raised with, like, how I was raised,
yeah.
Everybody's on fucking TikTok talking about how it caused them trauma.
Yeah,
I'm like...
Listen, I'm all about, like, not hitting your kids, but also...
Some kids need to be hit.
Right.
Okay, that's a joke. That's a joke. Don't cancel us.
Like, you know that one kid from Toy Story? What's his name? Like, Sid or something?
Sid, yeah.
He needs... Ooh!
Yeah. But then
like
there were people that argue that Sid was like that because he was probably hit. I was like, I don't think that's true.
Well, I mean, if you just keep hitting him, maybe he'll realize. And Caillou, oh, don't get me started on Caillou.
I can't take. I can't. I don't
like why is he bald? Just grow some hair. Like, they've never mentioned anything about,
First of all,
like,
what if it's medical? Okay.
Okay.
Keep Caillou's name out your fucking mouth. Moving on.
Like,
back to communication.
Oh, yeah.
Your fucking weird Caillou rant. Apparently, she's not happy about that show. But no, like that's why your mom and I, because and I said this earlier, like we try to take the things we didn't like as kids and like redo it, but then some stuff now I'm told like, oh, that was abuse. I'm like, no, that was just like how my family communicated. Like I don't. I remember having fun. Some people are like, yeah, your parents were abused. Like, well, that was a vacation and we enjoyed it. So I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
I was gonna say something, but I probably shouldn't.
Well, luckily it's on a fucking camera, so I can.
Exactly.
No, I mean I can.
Cut
edit.
it.
I can
Okay.
edit.
Well, because you said like, oh, I thought this was fun, and then you told me about like you and your mom, like,
Yeah.
or whatever. You're like, oh, this is great.
Different than that. So, but that's sometimes why it's hard for me when people are like, yeah, my parents sometimes raise their voice at me, and I'm like, that's abuse. I'm like, my mom fucking stabbed me there, so I don't fucking see the same thing there. Yeah. So, like, every generation has complaints about the previous generation. I get that 100%, but it's hard to figure out what, like, I'm trying not to have to pay for your college and therapy. That's all my choices are centered around.
Well,
is I'm trying to.
I mean, you've chose one. So.
Yeah, I'm okay with college. I'm fine with college. I don't pay for both, so I'm trying not to fuck it too bad.
Well,
judging by your rant on Caillou, I'm failing on that front too, though, because that's a weird stance to have.
It's okay. I got my leg shaving, but it's like right under, like right here. So it's like.
I can't relate.
And I've heard about like gentle parenting and stuff like that, but that just seems too soft. Like they're like, okay, I'm gonna need you to put the knife down, please. Okay, stop. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
You realize your mom and I like fall under the gentle parenting umbrella, right?
I know,
like,
but I've seen some TikToks, and some like people are like, "This is how I gentle parent," and then their kid is like flipping stuff, and they're like, "Ah!" and they're like,
yeah.
"Okay, please, I'll get you McDonald's. I just stop it." Like, come on, babe. Don't reward those bad behaviors.
The funny thing about that to me is like, they're like, it's a better way to raise kids. Like, not really. We've never had a generation of like people raise like kids gentle parenting, except for like the one we're in now. So we have no idea. This entire generation might turn out to be a bunch of fucking serial killers. What if that's what we've done? What if we just raised a whole thing of serial killers? There's a saying that I say to you on a pretty regular basis. Do you remember what that saying is?
You're a pain in my butt.
Well, I do say that to you.
You thought I was good.
First of all, I've never said you're a pain in my butt, ever. I've not. Not one time. I have said you're a pain in my ass. On a daily basis.
Okay, what's the
You know, but
right.
it's around communication and communication with people.
The most successful people have hard conversation.
The measure of success in life is measured by how many uncomfortable conversations you're willing to have.
That's what he said.
It's not.
It is.
And that's one thing that I am fairly proud of you for, is you're getting a lot better at having those uncomfortable conversations.
I used to be afraid to talk to you, like, you know, the whole like, and I oops. There's a.
No, I don't know what that is.
When I was like a visco girl, I was like, and I oops.
Okay, yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember you turning into a sprinkler, but sure.
So, like, I remember like that came from a video where the guy's like, and he hits his balls by accident, and he's like, and I just hit my balls, and I used to be so afraid that like when I would say and I oop, you would find out where that came from, and I would get in so much trouble because he said balls. I used to think I would get in trouble because that video said balls, and I said and I oop. That was associated with that video that said balls. And now.
Yeah. No.
Next topic.
I have no idea where that came from, but sure, yeah, we're moving on.
Well, you said uncomfortable conversations,
Yeah.
so like.
Just the fact that like you're willing to like talk to me, talk to your mom, like, you know, talk to your friends about like, hey, like, knock that shit off.
I don't know how to sit.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
You look like you're sitting for the first time and you're still not great at it.
It's just because like it's an awkward like knee. No, it's like a shin level.
Okay, sure.
Also, my hair is everywhere.
Yeah, that's a theme in this fucking house.
Okay. Have you seen the shower?
Yeah, I have.
Who?
Do you understand how many times a week I clean
Did
that
you do
exact
that? Did
amount?
you leave that clump of hair there, or was that mom?
I don't know. It's probably a new one. I clean them out.
No, but like
multiple
usually
times
it's
a week.
on the walls. Now it's like a clump.
First of all, I do understand it's on the walls, and I don't understand what sort of fucking crop circle bullshit you guys are trying to do with your hair on the walls.
I know, like,
but it's the scariest goddamn thing when you get in there.
It's like that circle with like this.
Yes. You like take it and you just wind it up into like a little.
I'm gonna do
fucking...
that, and then right like with my hair, be like, "You're next" or something.
Yeah.
Like
Dating.
Ooh, almost 7 months strong.
I know, that's pretty good.
Right. I'm like a veteran. I feel like people.
You're not a veteran.
No, but I mean, like in my school, people look up to me because like these amateurs lasting 2 weeks. I just want to see what's next for her.
You know, how's it going? How's it going with
I mean, it's good. I feel like compared to.
I'm calling him that boy in this.
That boy.
That
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. I feel like compared to, especially because the communication thing is what ties them together. Especially with the way I was raised from 8 to, how old am I now? Almost 14.
How old am I now?
But like, I feel like compared to a lot of like kids in my grade, yeah, I've seen situations with my friends. They'll show me text messages and stuff, and it's like, oh, you can't have any guys on Snapchat, but I have a bunch of girls. It's like, and like their whole situation is just not it. Like they're like just so toxic, and I don't think they realize it, and they don't mean it, because they're not in that mindset. But the communication is horrible.
Yeah.
But with me and that boy, I feel like it's pretty good. Like, I can tell him, I'll be like, hey, I don't like that. He'll be like, my bad, G. I won't do that again. I'll be like, bet. And, like, he doesn't really do the same thing as much because he doesn't, like, he'll, like, if I come to him with something, he'll be like, yeah, he'll be cool about it. But he doesn't always come to me with stuff. Told him that I was like, you can talk to me about stuff, but I'm not going to, like, force you to, like, tell me everything. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you have to tell me everything. But, like, I'm like, hey, you can, you know, I won't judge you or anything, you know. But it's pretty good. Also, sometimes in school we'll pretend like, or we'll be like, with people we don't know, we pretend like we're like brother and sister around each other. So, like, when we hug and stuff, they think we're like incest. And it's the funniest thing.
Is it? Because it sounds super fucking creepy.
Because people, like, I went to his practice, and he was like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. And he was like waving or whatever, and I came, and his friends thought I could look like his, I was old enough to be his mom, and I don't know if that was like, I should take that to offense, or if it's because I'm just a cougar.
What the fuck, man? Okay, remember I was like, oh, there's, you know, we talk about whatever, there's no rules. Yeah, don't refer to yourself as a cougar. Rule number 1.
Okay, but, he's like, oh yeah, that's my stepmom, she's 6. I was like, okay, that makes no sense. That's
made the whole story way worse.
Yeah, I don't know even what that means. And then I was like, hey, brother, and we like high-fived. I don't think his friends fell for it, but it's just funny, because, like...
On today's episode of Fucking Awkwardness, we hear Ren's weird story about how she pretends to be her boyfriend's sister. And
we did that at his...
I don't want to fucking do this podcast anymore. Sometimes like, oh man, I really like the fact that we tell each other everything, and I'm like, we don't have to. It's cool. Secrets make friends. Secrets make friends. Okay, well, like I said, I like, you know, like I do like the fact that you don't come home like there's not a lot of drama around it. I don't see you like violent swings in your like mood or relationship because of each other. I don't know about his. He might go home crying, but you have you stopped bullying him? He says that you bully him. Have you stopped?
Well, I mean, it's like...
Is that why he doesn't complain to you? Because he's afraid?
Because he's afraid.
He's like, I don't want to upset her. She bullies me enough already.
No, we don't fight. We've only got into, like, one actual, like, argument, but it ended fine, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
one argument in 7 months? It's pretty impressive.
Right. I mean, we bicker all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we, like, do, like...
Oh, yeah, I know who you are as a person.
Okay, that was uncalled for. You didn't need to say that. But sometimes, you know, now and then we'll just kind of like, bah! Or like, just like, No, it's not that aggressive, but it's just.
I'm glad. Like,
It's
you
just-
just randomly
Like
hit each
sometimes,
other.
like he'll just be there, just minding his business. I'll grab a pillow, bang. But he does the same thing, so it's okay.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do it as much as me. Like I usually start the fight, and then also he calls me petty, which I don't think is very fair. Petty, so that's a form of bullying.
Are you petty?
I'm-
I mean, he may be petty also, but calling you
Well,
petty
like,
doesn't mean that
is
you're
being
not
honest.
petty.
Is saying I'm not petty though?
Do you understand what the word petty means?
Like, well, I do, but like, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm petty.
Of course not.
Okay, well, this is why I didn't want to answer.
Yeah.
Because
We're asking the hard-hitting questions today.